What's up, guys? Specstar here with my second battle of UNL. I'm going up against Zach, and or my third battle. What am I saying? I'm unfortunately 0-2, which is the worst start of my draft league career over about 2 years. And I'm here desperately trying to avoid making it 0-3. And against Zach here, I've got a team that's consisting of I got a physical 4 attack Mega Latios. I've got a substitute Magma Storm Heatran. I've got a specially defensive Mandibuzz with knockoff. I've got an Assault Vest Amoonguss. I've got a Choice Band 4-attack Kartana. And I've got a physically defensive Piloswine. And he's got a team with, of course, a monster Kyurem Black, which there are no walls to. You cannot stop it, you can only hope to contain it. And that's what I'm trying to do with my physically defensive Piloswine. Trying to hope that it runs a more physical variant and I can kind of wall it. Even if it's not, I'm usually able to come in once. It can kind of depend on rolls and what it clicks. The rest of his team we're pretty strong against. Main can be a little bit annoying, but Amoonguss is Assault Vest, and to do a KOS he needs to click Outrage, which will give me a free in to either Tran or Piloswine, so it's not the scariest thing in the world, although it is a little bit threatening. Jirachi definitely can be threatening depending on its set, of course. And anyway, let's just get this thing underway, why don't we? And yeah, I don't have face cam here. Given that I'm pretty damn sick today, it may or may not be the best thing actually, because I look like crap, I feel like crap a little bit. But I should be good to try and give you guys some good commentary on this battle. I'm trying. That's actually why I didn't do a live comm, because I was on the cusp of throwing up, so anyway, I thought I could do better if it was a post-comm. Let me just slide this over because I'm a little bit OCD. And let's dive right into this. He's going to lead off with Jellicent, and I just led off with Piloswine because it covered me if he led Kyurem or Manectric, which are the biggest threats. I know that I have Amoonguss, which comes in on Jellicent all day. I just go for Foul Play here in case he wants to go out into Jirachi. Instead, he goes out into Gliscor. That's fine with me. He can get up rocks, but he has pressure to defog because his team's weaker to rocks than mine is. So I'm just going to go into Piloswine and get my rocks up. Basically no lose there. And he's going to go back in Jellicent, and we're basically back to the start of the battle plus rocks, which I guess is favorable to me the way those few turns transpired. Again, he will have to defog those, assuming he has a defogger. And he's going to throw up a Wisp on Amoonguss, which is going to hurt its durability a little bit, but it's not the end of the world. And he's going to go on Gliscor, and I'm just going to go Kartana trying to catch anything that might want to come in on my Piloswine. I'm trying to be pretty aggressive. Or anything that might want to come in on my Amoonguss, in particular Kyurem. And here I'm going to go out into my Latios because I didn't want Kartana's ban getting knocked off. And I'm going to try and predict the Jirachi and click Earthquake here, but he's going to go into Florges instead and show to be physically defensive. So I'm not going to be able to take it out with the Zen Headbutt, of course. I'll take this chance to go into my Heatran. Unless he's hidden power ground, Heatran kind of victimizes this thing, and he does go for that defog as I knew he would. Here I'm just going to go for my Magma Storm, and he's going to go out into Jellicent, which is going to wall this and force me out, unfortunately. And here we see the extra bit for the delay, except it's not going to force me out because I'm actually a Sunny Trap Tran. And I'm able to sub up for free on this thing, except he lowers my special defense so I cannot get a sub. And I'm just going to have to settle for Solar Beam to get 1 KO instead of probably 2. Which did frustrate me at the time, not going to lie. And he's going to bring out the Kyurem here, and I'm going to go to Lati predicting the Earth Power to try and put some pressure back on him. We'll take some damage, but we will survive, which is most important. Here I'm going to go for Zen Headbutt, predicting Florges this time, and he actually goes down to Gliscor, and this thing's going to wall me, so I need to figure out a good thing I can bring in to switch in on Gliscor, and probably Piloswine makes the most sense. Except I got Ice Beam, and I'm just gonna bop him. I'm Jolly Ice Beam with 3 physical attacks. So we do catch him there, and he's gonna bring out Florges, and that'll just get me to bring in Heatran. But he does make a good play and get in Kyurem, so I do not have switching on this set it is. I go to Piloswine and I have a better than not chance to take 2 Ice Beams. He goes for Earth Power. I should be able to take a nice beam after that, but he drops my special defense, so I have to go ahead and sack in my Mandibuzz. Interestingly, he goes for Earth Power again. Actually, it's then when I clued in that he doesn't realize that Terravolt circumvents my Thick Fat, or at least he wasn't thinking about it at the time. Mandibuzz is especially defensive, so I'll be able to throw off a Toxic on it, and he will take us down, but not without forfeiting a lot of health on his Kyurem to do so. And I'm just going to bring in Kartana because he has no good switching on this at all. I'm just going to go for Knockoff. He's going to go Jirachi and show to be Colbur Berry, but he's still not taking 2, so I just got to go for another Knockoff. He goes into Florges. That thing's going to get weakened, and that's going to make it easier to deal with in the long run. And this time I'm going to go into Piloswine, predicting him to make a double again. As he does, he goes into Manectric this time. And I'm just going to throw off an Earthquake because he has no Earthquake switch, and I'm free to do so. And he actually goes for Flamethrower, which does 0 because Piloswine got that Thick Fat. It's got thickness in all the right places. And he's going to go into Kyurem. I'm going to go for an Earthquake, and Ice Shard is potentially a roll here that I did go for the roll here. Perhaps it would have been best for me to sack since I know that Manectric can't KO this. Regardless, I was confident in my ability to deal with it with Heatran and Amoonguss, so it wasn't necessarily the top thing on my mind. I thought it was worth risking Pilo for the chance to take Kyurem out since I do have no switch-ins on it. And he goes for Earth Power, and he could have knocked us out with Ice Beam, but I guess maybe he didn't have it. That's possible. He could have had a Dragon move and then maybe Hidden Power Fire or something. So that is a possibility. I am under the assumption that he might not have known that Terravolt circumvented that. Anyway, he's going to get the U-turn KO, go out into Manectric. I know Amoonguss walls it, no drawbacks. He goes into Florges, fine with me. I can go into Heatran. He's got nothing to bring in on Heatran. And he's going to go for Moonblast, so here I'm basically assuming at this point he doesn't have Hidden Power Ground. I think I would have seen it by now. I'm going to sub up here, and he's going to go for the Moonblast and show he definitely can't break our sub. So I'm going to be able to trap it with Magma Storm. Since he's physically defensive and I'm Sunny Day, I know I'll break it down eventually, no matter what it is. And then here he's going to go out into his Jirachi because he needs to break our sub. And he's going to go for a Drain Punch, which it will break our sub, and we're going to land another Magma Storm and take down Jirachi. And now all that's left is his Manectric, and I've got my Amoonguss at full health, so I should be good no matter what happens. Actually, he reveals the Hidden Power Ground, but Heatran takes it because I had a bit of HP investment, and that's going to be it for this game. Heatran's going to have a big 4 KO game. After it didn't get brought to the first 2 games. No, it was brought to the first one, didn't do much. I didn't bring it to the second game. But after its poor start, it did end up having a big game here, which is pretty big for us. We start off 1-2, which still I'm not happy with at all, but it definitely beats out starting 0-3, so I'll take that. And I'm going to have to try and get my way back to 500 next week. And again, I want to thank you guys for watching as always, and have yourselves a good night.